Hey everyone, Jake here for American Muscle, and in this video we're taking a look at these rear window louvers fitting 1994 to 2004 Mustang coupes. This is a modern take on a classic modification. It's a set of rear louvers for your SN95 that blends old and new school style. It's going to set your Mustang apart from the crowd at a reasonable price. Nothing screams muscle car style quite like a set of louvers in my opinion, and rear window louvers like the ones we have here are absolutely still iconic. Now the openings for this one, as you can see, are a bit on the slimmer side, but they still won't kill your rearward visibility. In fact, you can probably even see part of my shirt through this on the camera, which is of course important. You want to be able to see out the rear window of your car. But I think they really speak to that vintage style, like the louvers you might have found on an original Mustang back in the 60s or even through the 70s and 80s. These are very much a faithful recreation of the classic louver setup, with the 6-slat design and these supports down the center, plus the nice curved edges to them. They look very much like your old school type of louver. Now these are also going to block out a lot of harmful UV rays from your interior, which will help keep it protected and looking good for years to come. Now this is sized to fit over the entirety of your rear window, covering it perfectly. You can, of course, easily remove it. You were set up to do that with this kit if you want to help keep the rear window clean. And if you ever had a rear window louver on your car before, you know that's important because it can get a little dirty under there, especially because rainwater's not going to wash stuff off quite as easily. Being able to take this off is really handy. You've got 6 attachment points, 2 on either side here, and then 2 up the top as well, so you can just undo them and take this right off if you want to have that flexibility. Now the whole thing here is made from injection molded ABS plastic, so it's lightweight, it's flexible, and most importantly, it's durable. ABS is known to be very impact resistant, and all that means that these are going to be perfect for a daily driver. Now this comes exactly as you see it right out of the box, with this nice textured black, almost gloss type finish. So you don't have to paint it or anything like that. So you can mount it exactly as it comes out of the box, but if you do want to have this painted, you do have the option to do so because again, it is ABS plastic, which means it will take the paint quite well. Coming in at just about $325, I think this represents a good value as far as louvers go. Now this particular setup isn't made from aluminum like some of the real high-end ones, but for a style upgrade it features a nice finish, solid construction, and easy installation. And really, what more could you ask for? Now about that install, this is going to be super easy. We're going to give it a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job really is only going to take you about 10 minutes, minus the time you spend cleaning the window before you stick it on. And you can attach this using the double-sided tape that's already on the back, or you can utilize the pieces in the kit here that are going to stick it down. Now you've actually got some hinges included in the kit here with nuts that secure it on the outer sides here. I recommend going that route just because it's going to give you more stability, and you're also going to be able to uninstall this or remove it and hinge it up if you need to clean that window. But enough of me talking, let's head on out to the shop now and we'll walk you through the install process.
For this install you need a ratchet, 8mm socket, microfiber, and glass cleaner. Alright, today we're going to be installing some rear window louvers on our Mustang, so let's get started. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our window ready, so we're going to grab some glass cleaner and a microfiber towel and just clean our window up, especially on the edges where our double-sided tape will stick. Alright, you just go ahead and do that for the other side of the window too. Alright, now we have our window louver we're going to get ready, so we have our brackets. We have 2 different types of brackets. We have a bracket with a hinge on it and a flat bracket. The flat bracket will go into the bottom in the center here, and our hinge brackets will go in all the other holes. There's 2 on either side, 2 on the top, and 2 on the other side. All right, we have our mounting point at the center of the bottom. We're gonna have our flat plate, slide it over like that, flat washer, and then our nut. Grab a ratchet and the 8mm socket and tighten that down. All right, now we have our hinged bracket. It's gonna install like so. Put our stud through, our flat washer, and then our nut. Tighten it down with our 8mm socket. And then you can repeat that same process with the other brackets for the other 5 mounting points. All right, so now we're gonna flip our louvers over and we're gonna remove the red backing on our double-sided tape, on our brackets, and the louver itself. All right, so we're gonna start with our 1 bracket down here. And then our strips on the louver itself. All right, and then you can go ahead and remove the red backing on the rest of the tape and the brackets. All right, now we're just gonna get our louver in place. We're just gonna line it up with the top corner and then work our way around. All right, and that wraps up our install of our rear window louvers for our 94 to 2004 Mustang Coupe. And remember, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.